everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. I hope you all are having a great day so far. Today we are going to talk about blush and lip combos. I'm going to share with you some of my favorite blush and lip combos for brown skin tone. So without much further ado, let's quickly get started with today's video. I think we can all agree that whenever the blush and lipstick is paired correctly, the whole look comes together beautifully. So today I'm going to share with you some of my favorite blush tones for my kind of skin tone which I'm loving currently, and I'm also going to share with you lip options with those blush tones, one subtle lip option and one darker lip option. So let's start off with the first blush shade which I think is amazing for brown skin tone is the Magenta blush. Since I'm wearing this blush right now, I thought let's start off with this one. I didn't know that the Magenta blushes are so difficult to find. I had Magenta blushes in some blush palettes but not in a single blush powder form. So I have recently purchased this one and I am just loving this blush tone, and I think if you are brown skin tone you should definitely have something which is similar. This one is from YSL. This is the shade Mischievous Magenta, and I think it just looks beautiful on brown skin. It just uplifts the complexion and gives a beautiful color on the cheeks. It's more towards the pink family. So Magenta blushes I would say are a little bit different than berry blushes or fuchsia blushes. Berries are usually a little bit purpley tone and fuchsia is more hot pink. Magenta is somewhere in between. It has more blue in it. I have a ton of berry toned blushes which are a little bit more purple. I will show you some in the video too, and I have fuchsia blushes also which are more brighter. This one is not available on Sephora here. It's a Macy's exclusive, so that's where I got this from. It's just a beautiful color. Now for a blush like this which is so bright and vibrant, I will always go with a neutral or nude tone lipstick unless and until it's some sort of an event where I need a more bold lip. So for the neutral or nude tone lipstick, I will definitely recommend something which has a little mauvey pinkiness to it. So today I'm wearing this lipstick right here. This is the Pat McGrath in the Flesh. So with this kind of a blush, I think a glossy nude mauvey pink lipstick will look the best with a lip liner. So that's what I've done today. This is Pat McGrath in the Flesh. It is a mauvey nudie pink lipstick, and this just looks really good. It has more brown in it than pink, and I think it just mutes the look down. And if I have to go for a bold look with this blush, then I will go for something like this. This is the NARS Par lipstick in the shade Warm Leatherette. This is a berry magenta sort of a color, and I think this will complement the blush really nicely, especially if you're going for a wedding event where you need something bold on the lips. Then you can wear something like this. But of course, if you're wearing a bold lip with this blush, you have to tone down your eye look a little bit. I think the eye look which I have done today will complement most of the blushes and lipstick which I'm going to show you today. Let's move on to the next blush tone. Since we started with the magenta blushes, let me show you berry toned blushes now. You will see the difference. So this was the magenta one which I showed you, and I will show you a berry or a berry pink one. This is one from Buxom. This is the Wanderlust blush in the shade Goa. I still have it, and look how different the berry toned is from magenta. As I was saying, magenta is much more brighter than the berry toned blush, but it's not as bright as the fuchsia one. Berry has a little bit more purple, and berry toned blushes are what I have the most of in single blushes. There was a time when I used to buy only berry pink blushes, and then I realized that I should try other tones of pink as well, like magenta and fuchsia. So I tried both of these and I feel I like the magenta one better than fuchsia. So this is a berry toned blush I have. Then there is a Too Faced one. This is Watermelon Rain. Yes, Watermelon Rain. This is the Cloud Crush blushes. These are also really pretty. They are more subdued. They appear more subtle on the cheeks. I would say they are not as bright as the magenta one. Then I have one from Rare Beauty. This is the Truth shade from their glowy blushes. This is also a berry toned blush, more deeper I would say, And similar to the Rare Beauty one, we have another one from NYX, which is also more of a glowy blush. Now they may appear a little bit different on the screen here, but they are actually pretty much similar to each other. Just because of the packaging, the color may look a little bit different. And I have a deeper berry blush from YSL. This one is the shade Spicy Berry or something. I'll have the shade in the description box or somewhere. This is also a berry toned blush, but it's a lot more deeper, and you can see how it is more purple than pink. So if I have to choose lipsticks for these kind of berry toned blushes, the first one of course is the mauve shade, which will come to our mind. Mauvey Nudes, the perfect lipstick for berry toned blushes. So I will choose something like this. This is the Juvia's Place Kebi shade. It's a true mauve blush. This collection from Juvia's Place had a few more mauve toned blushes, but I feel this is the one which is just a perfect mauve blush. So this is something which I will wear most of the time with berry blushes, is a nude mauve lipstick. But again, if you want to go bold, a little bit brighter, you can always do a brighter pink like this. So this is a more brighter pink. This is Charlotte Tilbury Amazing Amal. This is a more reddish, brighter pink, and I think it looks gorgeous with berry toned blushes. I think berry blushes and coral blushes are very versatile. You can actually pair a lot of lipstick shades which you have with these kind of blushes. And of course, if you want to go more bold, it's for an event, a wedding, then of course you cannot go wrong with the deep berry purple toned lipstick. This one is the Pat McGrath one, Deep Orchid, which I really love wearing with these kind of blush shades. And I think this lipstick just looks great with this berry blushes if you want something bold. The next blush tone which I want to talk about is red blushes. Red or reddish pink blushes look so good on brown skin. If you find a blush like that, a red or a reddish pink blush, then do grab it, because these are also not that easy to find like the magenta blushes. I used to have a red blush and I kind of regret now that I have given it away. I don't have it anymore, but I do have a reddish pink blush which I think looks so beautiful. Unfortunately, this blush is not available anymore. If you want to get this particular palette, you won't be able to get it because this is from BH Cosmetics and they are out of business. But I just wanted to show you the shade reference. This is how the shade looks like. It will look like a coral, but it's actually not a true coral. It has more red and pink, so I would say this is more of a reddish pink shade than a coral. Coral would have more peachiness and pink to it. So I have this new cheek stain from Sacheu Beauty. Sacheu. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but this is a new cheek stain which I have in the shade I Am Flirty, and this is what I would say is a true reddish pink blush, and I think it looks so beautiful. This cheek stain is also quite an amazing formula. I have used it. Once you have it on your cheeks, it stays on for really long hours, and this cheek stain definitely melts into the skin. It is just super beautiful cheek stain, and it, as you can see, it has more red and a slight bit of pink in it, and I think it just lifts the complexion so beautifully. Now this blush shade has tones of red and pink in it, so this also is kind of a forgiving blush shade. You can use and experiment different kind of lipsticks. So for a more muted look, since your cheeks are going to be more brighter, you can do a more muted neutral look. I love the combination of this lipstick with the reddish pink blushes. This is the Lisa Eldridge Velvet Sorcery. This lipstick leans more towards cool, I would say, and I don't know, it just somehow ties the whole look together. And for the bold look, you can of course go for berries or even reds with this blush shade. Here I'm showing you Huda Beauty Ladies Night, which is a deeper wine berry lipstick. I think it complements this blush shade beautifully. Next, I think we should talk about coral blushes. Coral blushes are versatile blushes which will work on every kind of skin tone, but especially if you have brown skin, warm undertone, neutral undertone, definitely have a coral blush in your collection. So I have two shades right here in coral. So coral, I would say, is more of a peach toned blush but with a slight hint of pink. Peachy warm toned blushes, they don't have too much pink, they are more on the orange side, but the coral shade has the peachiness but it also has a slight pink tone. So these are the two coral blushes I would say are my favorite from my collection, which are in the single blush form. This is the Laura Mercier Grapefruit. It's a bright corally pink blush, and the other one is a more lighter corally pink, which is the Patrickta She is the Moment blush. So there is a cream and a powder as well. Both the sides, they just work beautifully. You can wear a lighter lipstick with coral blushes. They are great for everyday. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Mi Kiss, which is a lighter mauvey brown kind of a lipstick, and I just love it for everyday. So if you're doing your makeup for everyday, you can have a coral blush which is a little bit more subtle and use a mauvey brown lipstick like this and you're good to go. Or if you want something a little bit more punchy, you can also do a red lipstick with coral. Now this is a red lipstick with a slight hint of pink, I would say. This is the Merit Beauty lipstick in the shade Power, and this is like I was saying, it's a red, it's a bold red, slight hint of pink, and I think it looks great with coral toned blushes. And you can also do pink toned lipstick with these blushes. This is the L'Oreal lipstick in the shade La Carmine Courage. So this is a pink toned berry lipstick with a hint of red, I would say. And I think this one also with the coral blush just ties the whole look together. So coral blushes are versatile. You can actually use different tones of lipstick. I would say most lipsticks, unless and until it's too pink, is going to work. If your lipstick has a little bit of warmth, then it's going to work out for you. So we are done with 4 blush shades. I have 4 more blush shades to share with you. Next, I think we'll talk about peach blushes, my very favorite peach blushes. I think these are the blushes which I use most of the time whenever I don't know what to do. So I have this peach blush palette. You won't be able to get it because this is again from BH Cosmetics, but I really love this palette. It has different tones of peach blushes. This palette also has a peachy corally blush also, which has a slight pink, but all of the blushes are more of like peachy tones, peachy orange tones, and a really warm blush palette. I also have this Wet n Wild blush in Mellow Wine, which also I use quite a lot. This is also a muted peach blush which is there in the palette actually. This shade right here, this shade and this one is very similar. Just because of the packaging, it looks different. So this is something which I wear a lot from Wet n Wild, the Mellow Wine blush. My blush is getting a little old, so the pigmentation is kind of wearing off. So nowadays I don't use it that much, but I just love the peach tone which this blush has, and this is a perfect peach blush for everyday. So you can see it doesn't have too much pink, it's just a warm toned peach blush. Now for lipsticks, these warm toned blushes usually don't go very well with lipsticks with too much pink. So even if you're wearing a nude lipstick, try to have a brown toned nude lipstick or a mauvey nude lipstick but with a lot of brown. It shouldn't pull too pink, then there will be a mismatch. So try to have lipsticks which have brown in it. Caramel brown, they look great. So today I have something of that nature. This is a caramel brownish nude lipstick on me. This is Juvia's Place in the shade Morocco. It's a beautiful caramel brown tone. I think these kind of lipsticks, they just go really well with peach blushes. And for bold lip colors, you can actually easily wear bold lipsticks with peach blushes because peach blushes are usually muted, so you can do deep reds very easily with them. Today I'm going to show you this one from Maybelline. This is the shade Voyager. This is a deep brown with a hint of red and purple in it, and I think it looks great with these peach blushes. So you can also go for colors like this. You don't really have to go for warm oranges or warm reds all the time with peaches. You can also go for muted colors like this which have brown and red. We have talked about a lot of bright blushes. Now let's talk about some muted ones which I also absolutely love. The first one is a muted rose blush. Recently I have purchased this one from House Labs. This is the shade French Rosette. Whenever I think of a rose, I think of a color like this. It's the most beautiful rosy pink blush and it just works great for everyday. I have a few blushes more which are in this tone. So I have Pat McGrath Paradise Venus. So this is how Paradise Venus looks like. This also has that pinky rosy vibe to it, but I think I love French Rosette more. This is a little bit more deeper than French Rosette. Then I also have a Cover FX blush. This is Spiced Cinnamon. This also is that beautiful rosy pink blush with a hint of that warmth to it. These two blushes are very similar to each other. I've had this Cover FX blushes for so long and I haven't been able to get rid of this because of the color. It is just so beautiful and it still works out really well for me. The pigmentation and everything, it is fantastic. So I still have it. But in today's video, I'm going to wear this one, the French Rosette blush, and show you how it looks on my skin tone. It's a muted rosy pink shade. It's not too bright. It just gives this beautiful flush of pink color to the cheeks. The lipsticks which I always prefer with these pink toned muted pink blushes are of course blush pink. So I have this one from Lisa Eldridge. This is a velvet blush and it just complements the blush so beautifully. This is a combo which I wear pretty often when I want something muted and subtle for everyday. So this is a muted rose pink lipstick for the lips. You can see how much I have used up. It's like pretty much gone. I will have to get one. I will have to get one of this pretty soon. And in the bold option, I think you can go for something like this. This is a berry lipstick and it's a muted berry lipstick with a glossy shine. So this is the Pat McGrath Satin Lipsticks in the shade Infatuation, and I wear this lipstick a lot with these kind of blush tones. Now these are muted blushes. They are not too much out there on the cheeks. So you can go a little bit bold in the lip department. The next blush shade is a little bit tricky. I have loved this shade for many years now, but sadly I don't have other options to show you guys. So I hope if you have something similar, then you will let us know in the comment section below. So this is a muted orange blush. I think orange blushes are also great, but I prefer a muted orange because it is not too bright. I think orange blushes can be too bright sometimes. So if it's more muted, I think it looks amazing. So I have something from Zoeva. It's in the Artista palette. I have shown you this like for many years. I have had this blush and I still have it. It still works amazingly well. So this blush right here, it's a muted orangey blush and it looks so beautiful on warm brown skin. I have had it for many years now, and the reason why I still have it is because I have not found exactly the same blush in other brands. So the other day I went to Sephora. I picked out two blush shades which I think are kind of similar to this blush shade. So I will put them up on the screen right here so that you can see. But if you have any recommendations for muted orange blush, let me know. Something which is not as bright as orange and something which is not as light as peach. I would say this is more of a deeper peach blush. This one has a little bit more red than the peach blushes which I've shown you before, and that's why it looks so beautiful on brown skin tone because of the tone it has, and I just love it. Whenever I wear this blush, I prefer a nice nude glossy lip. I think that looks amazing. So I have the Fenty lip gloss. This is a caramelly nude lip gloss, and I will pair it with a lip liner. I think the combo is going to look great. Any kind of gloss which has the warm brown tones, I think will just look amazing with this kind of a blush. And of course you can wear your nude neutral lipsticks with this blush tone, but I think the glossy lip with this blush just looks so good. And then if you want a more deeper option, I will go for a lip color like this, which is a deep chocolatey brown. This is from L'Oreal and I think you can never go wrong with a lipstick color like this. And the last color category which I will pick for brown skin tone, and definitely you should have something similar to this, are terracotta blushes. These blushes are also amazing for brown skin because they have a hint of red, brown and warmth to them, which complements the brown skin beautifully. So I have a few blushes in terracotta tones. I have this one from Cover FX since a long time now. This is a muted terracotta, more of a light terracotta blush which I have. This is the shade Warm Honey. This is an amazing blush. Unfortunately, you cannot buy this anymore because this is not in production anymore, Cover FX, but I will give you two options. This is the NYX Buttermelt blush. This is a glowy blush in the shade Feeling Butter. This is a shimmering terracotta blush. This is how it looks like. It has a slight bit of that glow. So I would say terracotta blushes, you can say, are more of a brownish blush with a hint of red. I have another one from Patrickta. This is She Knows Who She Is. This is, I think, one of my favorite terracotta kind of blush which I have, and I just love the cream side of it. It just blends so beautifully with the skin. Both are pretty similar. This one is just a tad bit deeper, I would say. This one looks pretty intense in the pan, and yes, it is, especially this deeper matte side is pretty intense. You can see like a reddish brown terracotta shade, but it blends really beautifully. Just start off slow, take a little bit and blend it out, and then top up if necessary. And the cream blush right here, it just blends beautifully. For these kind of terracotta blushes, of course, I will recommend again more warm toned lipsticks. Caramel toned nude lipsticks, neutral lipsticks will look amazing with these blushes. So the first one is the Thrive Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Brandy. This is their Impact lipsticks. I will wear it with a brown lip liner. This is also from NYX. This is the NYX lipstick in Cocoa. This is a brown lip liner. So a brown lip liner with a caramelly brown nude lipstick. With this blush, it looks amazing. But if you want a more deeper out there look, I will say Brick Red will look really good. So this is a Brick Red kind of a shade. More of a muted red lipstick, I would say, will look pretty good with these kind of blushes. So this is a Brick Red, which is Velvet Cinnabar from Lisa Eldridge. This will go with the muted orange blush as well. Peach. Any blush which has a warm peachy undertone, you can definitely pair this lipstick with that blush shade. With that terracotta blush, we have come to the end of today's video. Those are the 8 blush shades or tones which I will highly recommend for brown skin tone. If you have other recommendations in this blush shade categories, then do let us know in the comment section. Which is your favorite blush shade? Let us know. I would love to know. And if you like this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're watching me for the first time, I really hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again really soon in my next video. Bye.